Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. This is Badoodles. I did my live yesterday, and I want to thank everybody that came, everybody that stopped by and seen all my wonderful animals. Somebody had asked about my t-shirt, and I forgot to mention. I do have these t-shirts here. It says junking. Did someone says junking? I'm ready. These are available on Amazon, and I will put a link below for that. But today I'm just wanting to go over. I'm in South Carolina for a change, and I went to the flea market yesterday. I hadn't been to a regular outdoor flea market in a long time. But anyway, I found some wonderful stuff. On my way back from the flea market, I stopped at Mission Mart, which is like a thrift store, and I stopped at one Goodwill. I really didn't find a lot of Goodwill, but at Mission Mart, I found some okay things, but at the flea market, wow, I found some really nice stuff. Kind of got me excited. My husband never understands why I get excited going to the flea market. So I'm just going to start first. It's going to be all mixed in. Some I found at the flea market, like I said, and some at the thrift store. I'm going to save the best for last, though. But I found this beautiful candy dish. It's kind of a frosted glass at the top. The bottom is clear, and it's a frosted glass. This was really nice, and it was half at the thrift store. I got that at the thrift store. That was half. Found this beautiful, beautiful blue little bowl, little dish, whatever you want. It's a twirl pattern, and I think it was by Indiana Glass, if I'm not mistaken. I kind of glanced at it, but I really haven't done a full, research on exactly what it was. These two Linux candlesticks, candle holders. They are Christmas, but they were in great shape, and it was a set of two. And I believe these was half as well. So, but they were, they're very nice. I have not priced anything yet. I haven't like really researched it. I always pick up these whenever I find these little baby booties. But this was in pretty good shape. And this one was by Rubens, Japan. I probably overpaid for me because I'm cheap for that. But, I still pick those up whenever I find them. This cute little bell here. And this was by Jasco 1979. Another little bell. And I believe that's by, oh, it doesn't have a mark on that one, but I think it's Jadco as well. I'm not sure of exactly what kind of little dish this is here, but I like the design, and I thought it was unusual that it had a wooden top. And this here, there's no marks or anything, but it is a chip. I did notice it afterwards, but it was just like $1 because it was half price. Certain colors was half price yesterday, and that happened to be one of the colors that was half. This little water pitcher or little jug, it has like a great design on it, and it just has some numbers and made in Japan on it. So these pictures, I got these because you don't find a lot of times things that are made in Italy. And I'll show you the back of it in a minute, but it was a pair, and they were $2.99 for the pair at the Goodwill. And they were by Empire Products, and I noticed Empire Art Products, and I did look them up, and I noticed that several of their things, especially the clocks and stuff, they sell for quite a bit. I was very, very surprised on the price of those. It's kind of banana boat like. It's in like a gold, a topaz, or maybe amber, you may want to call it. And I haven't really looked that up. One of my favorite things I like to find is the Longenberger baskets. And this one has the clear plastic liner in it, the cloth, and it was still pretty clean. And it's from 1999. go. So I was glad to find that. One thing I did find that was perfect, and it was still in its original box, is one of the Joseph Originals. It still had his hang tag and everything on it for the 16th year. And there's no chips, cracks, or anything. It hasn't been glued back together. The little roses are in great shape. And I think this is probably one of my first times really finding one still in the box like this. Here's the... So that was a great find. I was excited about that. These are just two little precious moments, but they are very nice. And what I like about them is that they have a place where, you know, you date who you gave it to and from. And neither one of these are written on the back. So that was great find. I love little stuff like that. Little things. The willow tree, they sell very well in my booth. And I think on that one, I think it was 50 cents. The ladies sell it to me for. So that was great. Like to get those littles like that. I did get a set of 6 of these. They were 50 cents a piece because they were green and green was half price. It's really a luncheon plate. And they are by, oh gosh, I knew I was going to forget as soon as I got on. But anyway, I did find these online by the picture. And so that was also something else that I was excited to find. And this beautiful swan. And I had a green one like this on one of my shows a couple of weeks ago. But this one is like a yellow and a amber like color, a reddish orange color, fits together. And the great thing about this one, even around here with this design there, maybe that's a little chip there, but basically, I mean, it is in great shape. And look at the colors on that. And if anybody know why it had this little divot down in there, it's like the perfect for your finger to slide right down in there. I don't know what it's for. It was on the last one as well as this one, so it's on this one too. And then this lady just threw these in. It was a set of 3. And when I got home and looked this one up, this one is actually by Avon. And it does. And to my surprise, some of them were selling for $10 and $11 on eBay. They have sold for that amount, which was kind of surprising. But that was exciting. This beautiful red hand-blown glass vase. There's no markings or anything on it, but I did find several similar on eBay that was for sale and some that had sold. Like I said, I'm saving the best for last. This just a little bud base, but it was really pretty, kind of a ruby color, and then it had the clear base and then kind of a fluted wavy edge up here that's clear. And then I always pick up dolls whenever I find them. And I found this little F&B doll. And I thought she was kind of neat. She had all of her clothes on, which is unusual, including her shoes, and she was half of that, so she was just $2. And she does have her hang tag on her arm. It's up inside of her dress, and it is, I forgot her name. Hold on, let me see. I may have to loosen her dress up to see her whole name. Says, I'm not sure what that says, and it's too hard to get her arm out of her dress. But I sell a lot of dolls in my booth, and her hair was in really good shape, so that was a great find. Three more things. This little carnival glass bowl or little dish. I looked it up, and I think it said it was a pickle dish or relish dish or something, but it's in really great shape. It had the star pattern on the bottom. And it's probably about about 8 inches side to side. So I was excited about that. And then this is something that I think it's pretty, not brand new, but new. I found this little lady vase head vase. And I mean, the flowers wasn't chipped or anything. This is the back, and it's no markings on her. But look at the face. It's kind of have a Asian color. This one is like a ceramic, and then it has a gloss glaze over it. But the painting is beautiful. And then the treasure that I found is something that I have been looking for that I could afford. Is this beautiful lady head vase. I was excited. She still have her earrings on and everything. Her painting is really good. There is some crazing, which you might be able to see. There's a little crazing on her face. And she has on the red dress. She have on kind of a little beret style hat with a little bow on it. But look at the face. The painting is really good. That's her hair. And there's no marks or anything like that on her. And she's pretty clean on the inside. So I did find a few other little things, but those were like the highlights of the things that I found yesterday. So I was so tempted to go back today, but I had a little bit of self-control because I do kind of try to set a goal for myself, not a goal, a budget to only spend X amount of dollars thrifting per week. And that way I feel like I'm making a little something to support my habit of things that I buy for me, plus what I can resell. And then I do have a booth at the Sanford Antique Mall, and that I take some of the things that I necessarily don't sell online. And then also I have a booth at Countryside Antique and Collectibles, and that's in Siler City, North Carolina. And there I can put almost anything in that booth. And then I do sell on Etsy. Right now my Etsy store is on vacation because I knew I had to, come to be with my daughter. And one other thing that I do sell a lot of in my antique booth, not my antique, the Etsy store, I sell a lot of vintage children's clothes. So if you're interested in vintage children's clothes, let me know, and maybe I could do a show with just vintage clothes. Um, hold on, I'll show you what else I did find. Just a little diaper shirt, like. And I do have some that probably was delivered yesterday to my house. And hopefully my neighbor did get my package, where I won a couple of auctions online with some vintage children's clothes. Something else that I do have, and I want to do a video on it. I have a lot of some are Victorian from the late 1800s, and then some are from like the 1930s ladies' clothes. The problem with them, they're great for display, but they're teeny tiny. They're like probably in today's world, it would be like a size 2 or 4 or something. And a few do fit me, and I wear like between 8s and 10s. So, I'm going to do a show with those if I feel like pulling. I've washed them up, they're clean and everything, but I need to starch and iron them. So maybe one week I'll do an all linens and cloth and stuff like that, and I'll include some clothing in that, some of the lady vintage clothing. So I want to thank you for joining me. And again, if you're interested in the t-shirt, I'll stand up to show it to you again. They will be available. I'm going to put a link in the comments on where to purchase them. And they come in from a size extra small all the way up to probably a 4X or whatever. And the price is the same, I believe, on all the sizes. I think I need to check to see if I still have them active. But also I had mugs with this on it, the whole run of the regular stuff. And so I will check to see if the mugs and stuff are still available. But I know the t-shirts are. The mugs was on another channel, but the t-shirts are on Amazon. So thanks for joining me, and I hope everybody have a blessed and wonderful Sunday afternoon. Thanks. Bye-bye.